Good morning. This is Margaret at the University of Sewing. And are you cold? I think we're all cold. Bloomington, -8. I've seen some other places. You folks out west are really getting hammered. Um, this weather is really interesting and very cold, and the roads are very slick. So if you're out and going to be out and about, just be aware that they are slick. Um, I want you to know that we are very, 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 very grateful for the year we've had here at the University of Sewing. And in large part, this audience has helped us tremendously. So, this is our last of the Facebook Lives for 2022. This is our last one. Dave and I were thinking we were going to leave this evening to go on our travels, but I think it's going to have to be tomorrow morning. But I have a little more of a gift than I usually give. We've got a Schmetz needle card for our giveaway today. It shows you what all the colors mean on the Schmetz needles, but you know what else is really cool? It comes with a whole packet of needles. So there's going to be some jeans needles, some quilting needles, and some top stitching needles. So this is a really great set of needles. There's also going to be a little charm package that we're going to have here. And I'm going to give you a needle travel book. All of this for one lucky winner who is sharing our Facebook Live. So please make sure you do that. Remember, the Facebook Live giveaways happen within 24 hours of us posting them. So if you share with your friends and family on Facebook, make sure in the comments you put shared. But remember, I've got to have a cutoff time sometime so we know who to give things away to. So, and hopefully I can get Denise to let whoever is the winner know about that. Denise, maybe you could let one of your lovely children pick the number for that particular one. But we will be happy to ship this or to give it to you in person if you can be here locally. We're at the shop, guys. We're here. Look at this. Yes, Dave doesn't know what winter means. He grew up in the UP, so he's just glad we don't have 24 inches of snow. So we are here, and I want to show you one of the quilts that I got quilted this year. Now, it's really fun because my one friend doesn't really watch these, so she doesn't know about this yet. But I hope to get it finished for her today. The last thing I've got to do is put the binding on. Those of you who are observant, I'm sure you see it's pinned on here. But I did this with the Q24, and I did it with the Q-matic, and it's got this lovely pattern. And you know what was really fun about this is I needed the pattern to be just slightly smaller. And when I mean slightly smaller, I mean it just needed to be like a couple percentage points smaller to fit in the area that I had. The Q-matic made it so easy. And I know there's some of you out there who are thinking about maybe that you would want to own a Q-matic with a quilting frame, because you can now do it on the studio frames too. So one of the things that you might think about is, if you are debating this, or if you just want to see what they do and what is possible. In January, we've got Robin Fillins coming in. She's a Bernina educator. She's going to talk to us about these lovely Q-matics and Q-series machines. If you don't have the room for a frame, maybe something like this lift table would just be perfect for you. One of the really cool things about all of this stuff is that when we do an event like that, we have special deals on the prices. We have lots of extras you can get and discounts. And typically when I do an event with a Bernina educator, especially this one with the Qs, you have the ability to ask tons of questions for somebody. Robin has had her own business doing edge-to-edge quilting for customers now for at least 10 years. So, I mean, she's got tons of experience. She's really well versed in them. She has tons of information for you. And so you can come in and you can say, you know, you want to know about all those things, and she's going to be able to help you. Also, whenever you sign up for those classes, you get a coupon for half the amount of the class back. So, and you can spend that on anything you want. So we would love to see you for that. We've got a few people signed up. Look at that. Owners of studio frames and frames, I haven't done it. I apologize. It's been crazy here. We had lots of different things happen this past week, including someone buying a 790 with an 890. And so it's been busy. So I have to get up the owner's class. Robin's agreed to do an owner's class. So we're going to have that. Keep your time available on Friday. It is January 20th for that afternoon because Robin's going to do an owner's class. So if you own a Bernina long arm, you own the Q-matic, you own the studio frame, the long arm frame, and you want to come and get your questions answered by somebody really fabulous who can do all that, that class is going to be the one for you. I wanted to show you guys some stuff. We just got in. You know, it is so funny. Like I told you last week when we were doing our Saturday show, it comes to the end of the year and all of a sudden everybody's sending us everything. But I wanted to show you the sewing school books. I want to remind you about those. These are wonderful, wonderful books. If you've got grandchildren or children that you're thinking about teaching to sew, these are wonderful books. I'm personally taking this one to my granddaughters over the holidays, and I'm going to do some projects with them, some pillows and some other things. We just got in 2 books on using panels. They're really different. One is just using the panel and a variety of techniques to create some really interesting quilts. And this one, you use the hexagon, almost like that, the slash, what is it called? There's a group of quilts that are made up where you just cut everything up into specific shapes. It makes all new designs. Well, this is done with using triangles, and it creates these kaleidoscope effects. And boy, is this gorgeous. Look at all the cool things they did here. I mean, they used this one panel, but then this is all from the panel and doing these triangles. There's one here that looks like it's something right out of a Monet painting. These are beautiful, and oh, here's a really good picture with the different hexagons and how you can create something really unique. And all you need is a 60-inch ruler for this technique. And of course, your sewing machine. Speaking of sewing machines, you guys, yes, we're here all day today is the plan. I don't see any reason why we won't stay the whole day. So we'll be here till 6. And if you are thinking that one of these deals that Bernina's offered this year, you haven't taken advantage of it yet and you really like to do it, but you don't want to drive in this weather, call me on the phone. The phone will be open. We will answer it. If you want to talk about one of the machines, you want to talk about, maybe you've been thinking about that Case 475 that comes with the trolley bag. Maybe you're thinking about that 790 with the 860 for free. If there's anything like that going on that you're wanting to talk about, I will be happy to talk to you about it. And you can you can go ahead and make the purchase today. And if you want, you can just do it as a deposit and we'll finish up the transaction after the beginning of the year. But you can have that all saved and set aside for you. So go and look at our sales page. Is there something there you've been thinking about? Also, just to let you know, I have a couple of really special used machines that just came in. We've got a 630 and a 430. And those 2 machines, yes, they're 10, 15 years old. But both of them have just a little over a little over 1 million stitches on them. And they're very reasonably priced. So I will hopefully be able to get those up online, get these 2 books on the panels up online. There's lots of stuff going on. I guess I'm just going to be on the computer today. We got some new kits for you, some really pretty ones. We've got one called the Arcadia quilt in hazy blues, and this is really pretty. The picture from this. It's actually, you get this little book with it too, along with your fabric. And the Arcadia quilt. Let's find that one. So this is really cool because when you get this, you're going to get this book with all the other ones in it. And look at how pretty that is. And this is done with purples. And we have some really cool background color of this beautiful kind of taupe. And that is going to be so, so pretty. So kit all ready to go for you. We've got another one called Split Decision. This is from Pineapple Studio. Look how pretty this is with these grays and purples and that little touch of yellow. And I think we found some really great purples for you in that. We've also we've decided we're going to start having napkin kits for you. Napkin kit all set and ready to go. We've got this napkin kit from these beautiful fabrics from Modern Love. Now, of course, you're going to have to cut your 18-inch squares out of it. And what you'll do is go ahead and finish them either on your serger or on your sewing machine. So we've got those also. You know, I don't know if I told you guys, but we did get back in stock these gorgeous Tula Pink scissors. Remember, right now until the end of the year, we have all of our gifts, all of our Christmas, all of our kits, and all of our panels are 25% off. All you have to do is use Christmas, Xmas 22 in the coupon code, and it'll automatically discount it for you. If you try using that and you think something should have been discounted and wasn't, stop. Don't go through the transaction yet. Give us a call today and go ahead and make sure that you're going to get your discount as you think. Generally, what happens with this is that I think I've gotten everything in the right categories, but if you haven't gotten something that you think you're supposed to. Now, if it's after today, and something like that happens and you just want to finish the transaction and get what you want to get, you can always call us after the first of the year and we can see if it should have been discounted, and I'll be happy to return your money if it should have been. So we can always talk about that. Okay, guys, look at this crazy window out here. We've got little tiny spot we can see out. So we've got Leia working today. Dave and I are going to be here. And you know what? Dave is going to go to the post office. So if you want to order anything today, we should be able to ship it out as long as you get that order in by 2 o'clock. The post office is open. It's not, the roads are not the best, but they haven't instituted emergency, closures or anything like that. So we're fine. We're fine. We're here. If you decide to venture out in this craziness, we'll be here and we'll be happy to see you. But if you don't want to, again, it's as easy as picking up your phone, or you can go ahead and order online and we'll take care of you. So I want you guys all to know that we wish you the most wonderful of holidays. I hope that you get to have everything Santa brings you, whatever you wish. If that's not your particular holiday, then I hope whatever holiday you do have and that you celebrate is wonderful for you also. You guys are wonderful. You make me happy. I can't tell you how many things you've sent us little notes. You include things in your orders. You make comments online. You just make our day. And I feel like I know all of you so well. And I'm very, very grateful for all of it. And I know Dave is too. Everyone, have a wonderful holiday season. And we will see you in 2023.